Okay, this video is going to be about identifying first editions. And we're going to go with a more simpler approach. In future videos, we'll get into more books that are harder to identify. Let's look at this book here, The Ebony Tower by John Fowles. Inside the dust jacket, it clearly is stated a first or a book club edition. Also, you'll notice up here in the opposite corner up there, there would be a price. There's no price there. Next thing you want to look for is on the printing page. We'll give you a printing history of the book. And this, it'll tell you the copyright's 1974. I don't see anywhere does it say first edition. There's no information at all on the printing history. What we saw in the front, it was a book club edition. Normally there won't be any information like that with a book club edition. Here's another book by John Fowles, Daniel Martin. I'm going to open that up, and there is a price on the dust jacket, which you wanted. That's an indication that it's was sold in a store. And we're going to go to the print history page and see what information we can find there. Again, it has the copyright date. And right there it says 5th printing. Well, that clearly tells us that's not a first edition, but a 5th printing of the book. Now let's look at this John Fowles book here. It's kind of beat up a little bit. This is the Magus. It's the revised version. Dust jacket, and I'm not seeing a price here, and I'm not seeing a book club down here. So that doesn't really tell us a whole lot. Let's go to the print history page and see what we can find here. And we see that it's the revised edition, 1977. The first edition copyright, 1965, that's for the original version of the Magus. And I'm looking, and I'm not really seeing any print history information or anything. My guess is that this is probably a book club, but maybe not a book of the month club, but maybe a different type of book club. Let's look at this book here. This is a collection of Pablo Neruda's book, All the Odes. Now, if you look in the dust jacket here, you will see a price. And we're going to go to the print history page. And we're going to look for information, and right up here it does say first edition 2013. That's a good sign, but the thing you really want to look for is this number line down here at the bottom, and you see 13579 at the end 2. The fact that there's a 1 there tells us that yes, this is a first edition, our first printing of the book. When this book goes to a second printing, that 1 will drop off, and 2 will be the lowest number. That would tell us it's a second printing. Sometimes the publishers will leave the first edition, this information up here, so that we can tell when the first edition came out, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a first printing. You want to look at these number lines. Let's look at this book here. Again, there's a price on the jacket. That's the first thing you might want to look for. Quite often, people will cut the price out of the dust jacket, and usually you see that if they give the book as a gift. And here's the print history page, and I'm not seeing anywhere where it says first edition, but there is a number line, and there is a number 1, so we know this is a first printing of this book. This is the main thing you want to look at, are these number lines. All modern editions use these number lines. Older books don't. Some use letters. Some might have information further on in the back of the book. We'll be looking at those in a future video. Thanks.